that's within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on.
Oh, good evening, and thank you so much for tuning in to one of our most touching and popular services of the year, our winter solstice service. I love the theme that we've chosen this year, From Darkness to Light. Of course, that tells us what the winter solstice is all about. We're going from the darkest days of the year as far as the sun's shine upon our planet to the opening of crossing over a pathway into greater light. And I love that moment, not only that this happens on the earth, but in my personal life, I have loved those moments when I've walked through the darkest times of my life and crossed some threshold where suddenly things began to get brighter and lighter. I don't always know that threshold till I can look back. Hindsight can be 20/20. But this service and all that is contained within it and the celebration of the solstice itself gives us an opportunity to proactively choose to walk across that threshold together into greater light. And so we do that now this evening in this service. We invite you just to sit back, to relax, to enjoy all of the beautiful elements that Dr. Patty and her team have been planning for us this evening. It is a beautiful solstice. Let us go from darkness to light right now.
What is the solstice? Dr. Michelle referred to moving from darkness to light, and that is our theme. And the shortest day of the year is December 21st. And it's just around the corner this coming Monday. So marking the end of fall and the official start of winter. The winter solstice is an ancient pagan indigenous holiday, and known for its rituals and its traditions, and celebrating nature itself, and setting one's intention for the coming year. The solstice is celebrated throughout the year, throughout the world, and in the Far East, in the North, down South, it is celebrated. So it is a time to celebrate the natural world, and it takes some time. I ask you to take some time this coming Monday, the 21st, and perhaps during the day, to go outside and scatter seeds for the local birds and wildlife to give back to your home's original community. So we realize that all of life is connected, and we are that great cycle. In fact, the great circle of light is everywhere present. It's found in all texts, all sacred texts. And Dr. Ernest Holmes, he said that all of life is that circle, a circle within a circle. So we are the circle of light, and the light shines within each one of us. So we move forward and continue to expand as nature does. And we are preparing to enter a doorway of spiritual liberation and joy. So we now move to that place inside of us. I call that a place of quietude, an inner light, and we sense the opening of light. Being the shortest day means the solstice is also the longest day of the year, and one of the original traditions was rooted in candlelight, both for the need for light in the darkest day of the year and to celebrate the return of the sun in the coming months. So candle lighting. The candles are lighted tonight to welcome and honor the fullness of the dark and the dream of the returning light, knowing that it is integrating both the dark and the light within that welcomes wholeness and completeness. So a ritual this evening. Ritual as a way of celebrating the winter solstice, a time when we are invited as cosmic beings to enter into the darkness of the longest day, while at the same time to nurture our dream for the return of light and the honoring of Grandmother Earth. I would like to share with us all a beautiful Mayan prayer. From above, the house of celestial light, where star people and ancestors gather, may their blessings come to us now. And from the house of Earth, Grandmother, may the heartbeat of her crystal core bless us with harmonious love to end all war. And may we see all beings born of light. And from the West, the home of transformation, may wisdom be transformed into right action so we may enjoy the fruits of being. And from the North, the house of night, may wisdom ripen in us so we may know all from within, allowing our light to shine. And from the East, the home of light, may wisdom dawn in us so we may see all things in clarity and celebrate new beginnings. And from the South, the house of abundance and fulfillment, may the right action reap the harvest, so we may enjoy the fruits of being. May all beings find a common ground of unity. May all beings be happy. May the poor be fed, and may the naked be clothed. And from the center of that great circle of life, the house of eternal sun, may all hail the unity of mind and measure in the light of eternal light and love. So we bring to our altar, our sacred altar, the gifts of spirit and the fire. The fire of transformation burns brightly. And so we salute that element of air, of breath, that breath that is breathing us, that eternal light of breath, O great spirit of our ancestors, to your messengers of the four winds, and to Mother Earth, who provides for her children, give us the wisdom to teach our children to love, respect, and to be kind to each other, so that they may grow with peace of mind. And let us learn to share all good things upon this earth. And the sacred element of water, life itself. May all beings find a common ground of unity, and may all beings be happy. and may the poor be fed, and may the naked be clothed, and may the thirsty receive the waters of pure light. In the sacred element of clay, of earth itself, you can see deep in the dark soil of the earth. May our faith be solid like a rock, and our thoughts be of fertile ground. Let us walk gently upon the back of Grandmother Earth. And may we welcome coming into the light, out of the darkness, into the light.
Why be afraid if I'm not alone? Life is never easy, the rest is unknown. And up till now it's been hand against stone. I spend each and every moment searching for what I believe. Coming out of the dark, I finally see the light now, and it's shining on me. Coming out of the dark, I know the love that saved me. Won't you share it with me? Starting again is part of the plan, and I'll be so much stronger just holding your hand. Step by step I'll make it through, I know I can. It may not make it easier, but I felt you here all the way. Coming out of the dark, I finally see the light now, and it's shining on me. Coming out of the dark, I know the love that saved me. Won't you share it with me? Coming out of the dark, I finally see the light now, and it's shining on me. Coming out of the dark, I know the love that saved me. Won't you share it with me? Won't you share it with me? Won't you share it with me?
Thank you so much, Tom. What a beautiful song that is. And it's so appropriate because our theme is from darkness to light. And I want to call my good friend Doug Goodfeather to come out with me, and we're kind of share this message together. Because we met several months ago over coffee, and we were thinking about the solstice. And we also were in the moment, with the pandemic and everything that has unfolded with that. And we said, yeah, it feels like it's dark, a dark time, but yet we know that we're moving to the light. And we had just such a great conversation about that. And so I just want to begin by sharing a fun little piece. It was a Cherokee elder who was with his little grandson. And the grandpa was sharing that, sometimes men and women hold a lot of dark thoughts in their mind. And the little guy, he kind of looked up at his grandpa and he was perplexed. And then the grandfather continued teaching, and he said, the important thing is that we need to learn to cross that threshold into light. Into light. And so the little guy asked, how? And so this is what the grandpa said: you must listen. Listen to your Creator. Listen to God for the instructions. This is how to live on earth. Listen. Be the sun. Arise early and do not go to bed late. Be like the moon. Shine in the darkness. But submit to the greater light and be that light, the greater light. Be like the flower, loving the sun, but faithful to your roots. Be like the day, which arrives and leaves without boasting. So right now I'm going to invite Doug to come a little closer. We are following the mask and the social distancing, but our hearts are connected right now. And I want to have Doug speak a little bit about the work that he does for the world, because he's I hope it's okay I say this about you, Doug, you're the wise grandfather that is teaching people to cross the threshold into the light. And tell me just a little bit about the Lakota Healing Way Center.
Well, thank you, Patty, for inviting me and being a part of this beautiful time of year. Lakota Way Healing Center is a place of hope. It's a beacon where people can come and get help and counseling and support, and so that's what we do, and we support from the children on up all the way up to the elderly, and we support all walks of life, because that's what we believe. We're the beacon. We're like a fire, and so when people are out in the cold, they see us. They see our light, and I believe at this time too is very crucial that we all support and be a beacon, be hope for all people right now, because the people are in need of help and
Yes.
hope.
Yes, they certainly are. And I think a lot of times in our spiritual practices, we're always being really, really strong. And when we even say the word hope, it's like, well, maybe that's kind of fluffy. It needs to be stronger. But that's an entry portal for us to have that hope. And so I behold that as we move towards the summertime of full sun, and recognizing that the light has always been present. The light has never left us. So it's also brought us into, I know at the center, there's a lot of healing that goes on. And for me, healing is that revealing. It's the revealing of a spiritual truth. Truth that we are all of that one mind that, I loved it one time, Doug, I said one mind, and Doug said, oh, you're talking again about the big mind. And yeah, it is a big mind, but it means wholeness. It's our wholeness itself. And so healing is taking place as I speak, as we present here in this beautiful service. Healing is taking place. And when I first heard about the pandemic, it seems like many, many months ago, I remember I went outside and I found myself sitting upon the earth, and where I live, there was snow on the earth at that time. But what I heard was that this was a fruitful time that was bringing all people together in love and respect. So I've held that in my heart, knowing that that is a living truth. And how do you present that healing? How would you define healing, Doug?
Well, from hope to healing is a bridge. And I believe hope gives us inspiration, ambition, confidence. And when we start to feel those, we move forward to the next level, to the next bridge. And healing, we begin to heal, and we begin to heal ourselves. We begin to start to see that we need to help others. And we start moving forward in life. When we start moving forward and starting to help people from our own pains, I believe this is healing is a powerful teacher as well. And so it's something that we all need to inspire others to stand up and to start to move and keep moving. And that's what we do, is we support that.
Yeah. Well, in supporting that movement of spirit, that creator within us is always moving. And sometimes when we can just physically stand, and as the grandpa was teaching the little boy to be able to wake and to see the sun. And I know the sun is very symbolic. I mean, the sun warms us, it grows our crops, and it's, what would we be without the sun? But it's so symbolic of an inner light that brings forth health and plenty. And I know there's a lot of people in our world that are looking to be able to take that stand and to stand in their health. And I behold that for them. And also give thanks for all the individuals that are working together in harmony, you know, to help and to serve and to just love. Because that's what that light of the sun, and we could say also the moon, but that old sun represents, is that light of love.
Yes, harmony.
Yeah.
Well, I love that word, harmony, because it inspires me of music, singing, but it also an inner peace. An inner peace in us that helps us to really hear those that universal language it has. And to get to that place, it's going to take a lot of work, but as long as we keep moving, we're going to get there. And until then, we got to continue to help people, bring them up, give them a helping hand out.
Yeah, a helping hand. That's one thing I have been so fortunate to learn from the Lakota Sioux is instead of running up, hugging someone, and wouldn't we love to hug someone right now? And wouldn't we love to shake their hand? And there will be a day where we will be doing that again. But what I love is in a ritual, in a beautiful ceremony, is to be able to place your hand on your heart and write it wherever you are right now in your home. You might want to do that. Just place your hand on your heart, and then you extend your heart with a warm, hearty handshake to another. And to me, that is healing. It speaks of taking that stand. And it also is that harmonic essence that the light represents. And when I was out there, I think last April's, sitting on the ground, it was a little cold as I was sitting there praying. But what I heard and what I beheld was that there's a harmonic love that is present. And so when you have the opportunity to light a candle on the solstice, or maybe outside if you're in a place where you can have a little fire and social distance and be around that fire. Or in the next week, we have these incredible, beautiful candlelight services at Mile High Church. They're going to be virtual. But I know Dr. Michelle and several of us were present the other day for kind of a run-through of it. We stood on the platform here and tears came down our cheek. It's that touching. So it's about that harmonic love, all of us coming together at this time of the year. And I often think of the shaman way back when, shaman, minister, spiritual teacher for the people. They say that at solstice, that the shaman would climb the big old tree and would have all kinds of gifts in a bag for the children. And then would come down from the tree and pass out the gifts. And there'd be a great bonfire burning and people would be warmed by it. And they would feast and they would feel the great joy of the season. So right now I am asking Doug Goodfeather, in his sincere way, to take your intention, my intention, your prayer, my prayer, and to be able to dance this prayer, to bring it into full circle, this prayer. So now I just behold a great spiritual teacher dancing prayer.
Wow. I'm always so honored that we get to have that beauty on our stage. And thank you so much for the service so far. I know we have more we get to do together, but this is a time right now where we get to take a moment and feel our gratitude for a special service like this and for the invitation that we're being given to cross that threshold into the light and to share from our abundance in the form of tithes and offerings. This evening, however, our donations are going to support the Lakota Healing Way Center. And so the procedure is a little bit different. And if you would like to do that with us, you can text to give at 45888, but instead of just Mile High, you get to type in Mile High Solstice with the amount that you would like to donate. And your donations this evening will support the beautiful work of Doug Goodfeather and all those who support him. And so it's a great opportunity for us to do that. You can also go directly to the Lakota Way Center, and the information will be on your screen to make a direct donation if you'd like to do that at some point too. So we're very grateful and very happy to be able to support this great work in the world. And so I invite us now to just go within, to just breathe in the breath of life, to breathe in and breathe out, and feel ourselves in that flow, in that abundant nature, and give thanks. And as we prepare to give a gift, let us affirm the truth together. So please, let's say our affirmation together. It is divine love as me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, and all that I circulate. And so it is.
There is a candle in every soul, some brightly burning, some dark and cold. And there is a spirit who brings a fire, ignites a candle, and makes his home. So carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the helpless, confused and torn, and hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world. Frustrated brother, see how he's tried to light his own candle some other way. See now your sister, she's been robbed and lied to, still holds a candle without a flame. So carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the lonely, the tired and worn, and hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. Just carry your candle and run to the darkness. Seek out the hopeless, deceived and poor, and hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle and go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world.
Oh, thank you so much, Tom. And I want to just acknowledge those who gave their time for this service tonight. And I'm going to begin with our production team because they are incredible. And thank you so very much. And Tom Litch, incredible solos. What would we do without you, Tom? And we have Rob James back there on the keyboard and Kent Rautenstrass. And tonight we have Luke Luckenbach on the drums. And I just want to thank my ritual people. They came and they sincerely participated. Thank you, Carol Plain and Jennifer Cunningham and our very own Reverend Masando Hiroka and a good friend and friend of Mile High, Rick Norris. And here comes Doug Goodfeather, thanking Doug for who he is and what he gives. I just am so appreciative. And we just can't leave out the very Reverend, or I could say irreverent, Dr. Wonderful Michelle Medrano for being with us tonight. So I thank you all for participating. And I just have an announcement about the candle lighting services. They're on the 23rd and the 24th, and they are from 1, there's 3 services each day, 1, 4, and 7. And of course, this is going to be virtual for you. But I believe, Michelle, can they still get a candle kit this Sunday?
Yes, from
Yes.
11:30 to 1, they can drive
11:30
up,
to
drive up and
1.
get a
You can
candle.
drive up after our beautiful service on Sunday in front of the community center and receive a candle kit so you can be with your family, you can celebrate with us all. So we look forward to that time, and we give thanks for the solstice that kind of begins this whole movement towards the light. So right now, just join with me in a benediction, just recognizing and giving thanks as we move forth from this service, allowing your home to be just filled with blessings, and allowing the door on your heart to be open and to sense a candle is burning there brightly. So I give thanks, and I give thanks for the very heartbeat of creation, now and forevermore. And right now I'm going to invite Doug and Carol, if you want to come, or whoever else wants to gather around. We're going to close with a Thanksgiving song. It's going to be sung in Lakota. And when you sing a prayer, it's a prayer of thanksgiving, we ask everyone to stand. So right where you are at home, if you would please stand and join us in giving thanks. Next.
Wakataka shelai Ela maya Elohei Chanupa wakacha maya kuelo Hey Pila maya Elohei We chose Aniwa Maya Kuelo Pila Maya Ye Pila Maya Yelo Hai Oi Chanupa Wakacha Maya Kuelo Hai Pila Maya Yelo Hai We chose Aniwa Maya Koelo Pila Maya Ye Pila Maya Yelo Hai
Blessings to all, and we wish you a happy solstice and a merry, merry, merry Christmas and a blessed new year with great light.
So carry your candle, run to the darkness, seek out the hopeless, deceived and torn, and hold out your candle for all to see it. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world. Take your candle, go light your world.